Hello and welcome back to another episode of Professor Natalie Games. I'm Natalie Van Duzen. I'm a professor at the University of Alberta, and I am here reacting to God of War Ragnarok. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of God of War Ragnarok merchandise that I was gifted by Santa Monica Studio. I'm wearing my shirt, I've got my blanket back there, and I have a whole shelf full of things displayed up, as well as a few other items of clothing, including a jacket, a toque, and a sweatshirt that I don't have on display here. Again, a super big thanks to Santa Monica Studios for your generosity and for being here, for being among my viewers, among those who are watching my videos and who are listening to the things I have to say. It's really awesome to know that people are out there who enjoy hearing my thoughts on the game, and I hope you know how much I appreciate what you did with this source material and how much fun it is for me to follow along with the journey that Kratos and Atreus are taking. And I'm really excited to see what happens next. So, with that being said, let's get back to it. It's like on my shirt.
Now that you have a weapon to deal with Heimdall, we just need to find a way to get to him.
Aye, if that's still the plan.
It is. I will protect my son.
So, then it seems the original plan to avoid Ragnarok has fallen a bit by the wayside.
That is up to Odin.
Yes, that's rather what concerns me. Listen, brother. Those things he said to you.
His words are nothing.
True, though I expect retaliation is no empty threat. We need to think through the ins and outs of it.
You're getting ahead of yourself. Let's see if Sindri has had any luck.
Well, look who made progress finding lean worms. No, go on now, ring the chime, show the boss what you got.
Oh, children, you're home again.
So were you always a freakishly large immortal squirrel, or?
Don't forget handsome. No, I was once a regular squirrel. The same size as these wispy, spectral versions of myself, in fact. I was unremarkable. I stumbled upon the tree near what should have been the end of my life, the victim of a random act of predatory savagery. But the tree, it had other plans for an insignificant creature like me. But I have prattled on for far too long. I will leave you be, Master Kratos.
There he is! Hey! Come show off the spear. See what we done. Now do the thing!
Oh, look at that. She's special, that one.
Ain't gotta tell me.
Have you found a way to reach Asgard?
Not as such. Had a few ideas, but they didn't so much work.
Brother, without a way to Asgard, what are we doing?
I do not know. I need to think. I am tired.
So, you're sure nothing unusual happened with the lady? Nothing at all?
Where are you going, brother?
Sleep.
So we're just keeping blindly on then, hoping we don't walk headlong into Ragnarok. Is that your plan?
I'm very much hoping for a dream sequence here.
Well, your father seems very ready to go. Shall we then? This way, Grumbles. Do you enjoy the gentle waves, little one? Your father and I traverse this river often. One day, you will learn to navigate its waters. We live deep in the wild woods. The most beautiful forest in all of Midgard. It is safe and serene here. Game is plentiful, and you will want for nothing. We're not far from the place your father and I first met. We nearly took each other's heads off. But he's softened since then. Somewhat. Unfortunately for you, he remains dreadfully stoic. I suppose it will fall to me to teach you language. Your father can teach you to hunt. Or perhaps that will fall to me as well, since all he seems to be good for is grunting. Have you nothing to say to your son?
What would you have me say, Faye?
Anything. Let him learn your voice. Let him know you.
He is far better off knowing as little as possible.
Knowledge is not always a burden. Think. The mighty god of war, frightened of his own child.
I do not fear our child, Faye. I fear for him. He is innocent.
We are not our failures. We are not who we were. We must be better. Atreus is our future. Keep him safe, Kratos. Protect our son.
What did that wall ever do to you? I'm building focus. Something my father taught me. Did it work? Not yet. So, what you focusing on anyway? Controlling my emotions. Heimdall keeps trying to make me lose my cool. I can't give into it. Thrud, hey, it's Thrud. Hey, be cool.
Training without me?
That a good idea? Training? I mean, I think it's a great idea, but won't your mom be mad if she finds out?
Good point. But did you consider...
No, it didn't. It didn't hurt, also.
Anyways, grandfather wants to see you.
Oh, grandfather. Right, okay. Here, then take this. And, send my regards to Sif, Lady Sif. And, Atreus. See you later. And Thrud. Bye, Thrud.
Midgardian boys are so weird.
Weird can be good.
The two of you, I swear.
What's in the jar?
Milk curd, Mom's favorite. It's his way of helping. Grandfather's in his study. Catch up later?
Sif and Thor's room. Everyone back home would freak if they knew I was in here. Wait, what am I doing in here?
You don't understand. It's a lot more complicated than you think. You don't need to know why things...
But I'm old enough.
This isn't about your age.
Then what is it about? Because by this point, Magni and Modi...
Were set on the path that led to their deaths. I don't understand.
You never try to.
Then help me. Why are you so intent to walk the same path? And with that boy, no less.
It's not about him. This is my dream. Haven't you ever...
You're not some farmhand. We're Aesir. We have duties, not dreams. And you need to start acting like it.
Sometimes I hate you.
Ah, there he is. The giant disaster himself.
Seriously, what's your problem?
My problem is you. Was that not clear? You come in here, talking big like you have us all figured out. But all I see is a scared little kid putting on a front. Out of his depth. Out on a limb. And real far from home. Oh. Am I wrong?
Huh. Not here. Maybe Odin's down in this library. Huh. Is this old, or does he make them paint him young?
I just don't get it. The mask. Bringing the giant that killed my sons here. Why?
I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Stop letting your wife think for you. She's clouding whatever's left of your brain.
This isn't about her.
No, it's about your limitations. Accept them and move on. Now go smash something, will you? Honestly, I liked you better as a drunk.
Okay, so now that makes a lot more sense within the context of what I was sort of filled in about when during that initial visit that Odin and Thor had to Atreus and Kratos, where it was not entirely clear that he'd stopped drinking. And this just makes me really sad. It makes me really sad for Thor And it makes me despise Odin even more, which I'm pretty sure was the intention. And once again, in my opinion, is very much in line with the original source material, where Odin is not particularly likable. And he is someone that just knows how to push people's buttons and knows how to use his words to kind of stir up the highest possible emotion. So he knows absolutely what he's doing. And yeah, the more I watch this, the more I feel really, really sad for Thor. And he's just a master manipulator.
Okay, come here.
Finally figured it out. This is where you killed Ymir, isn't it? The first giant?
Tell me, can you murder a landslide? Smother a storm? He was more, a force of nature, a vessel of power. I was young, foolish, saw an opportunity to create something more. I know you think it's cruel, but I did what I had to protect my own.
Why build your house here? What's in there? I'm gonna trust you.
I'm trying to tell you. In the wake of Ymir's death, I saw something, the rift. Possibly the birthplace of reality. I looked inside, and something was there looking back at me. It whispered to me things I couldn't possibly comprehend, but I knew they were true. When it blinded me, I thought it was over, that I'd never see inside again. And then I found this. And I knew that it would finally let me see the answers. You see, son, I don't know where I go when I go. There's no Valhalla for me. Ragnarok cannot be the end. I need to know there's something more than this. I need to know what happens to me. And that's the truth, I swear, on my last good eye. That's the truth.
The writing on here talks about a cold breath. Breath. Wind. It's gotta be Helheim.
Helheim, you say? I'll take it. And I know just the person to accompany you. I'm trusting you two can handle this responsibility.
You can count on us. Don't mess this up for me.
Oh, forgot to mention, Heimdall will be joining you.
What a privilege. For all of us.
Oh, whoa, hold up. You don't want to walk into the blistering cold of Helheim without this. Every Lau should keep you nice and toasty. You're welcome.
Huh. Ymir said even Odin couldn't survive the cold in Helheim.
You believe everything that old goat says?
Thrud, too bad your first time outside Asgard has to be to Helheim.
Nah, we're gonna make the most of this.
Okay, so I think that the place Helheim in this rendering of Norse mythology is probably most synonymous with Niflheim. So Niflheim is one of the 9 realms, and it is where Hel has her domain. And it shows up at the very beginning of time as one of these 2 realms, between which is Ginnungagap, or this gaping void. So Niflheim is indeed this really cold region. And it is this 9th realm where Hel, the daughter of Loki, and the sister of Fenrir the Wolf, and Jörmungandr has her domain. So it's the domain of the dead, essentially. What Snorri tells us is indeed that this was a very cold domain. So kind of this idea that they're going to a place that's very, very cold, and that they'll have to prepare accordingly is very much kind of in line with how he's representing it in his prose Edda. And I've spoken before about how the Aesir, upon Odin's command, dealt with the three children of Loki and of Angrboda. So they bound Fenrir the wolf. That's how Tyr lost his hand. And they threw Jormungandr into the sea. I will just read what Snorri tells us here. So it says, Hel he threw down into Niflheim, he meaning Odin, and made her ruler over 9 worlds. She has the power to dole out lodgings and provisions to those who are sent to her, and they are the people who have died of disease or old age. Indeed, Hel is this kind of cold region that Hel, the figure, the daughter of Loki, and of Angrboda, presides over.
Now, as much as I would love to babysit, I have something else to do for the Allfather. If you run into any trouble, just scream so I know where to find your bodies.
He's such an asshole. Let's find that mask piece.
Finally, I can test my skills alongside the real Valkyrie expert.
First off, Hellwalkers are nothing compared to Valkyries. Second, I thought you didn't believe me.
For the record, I believe you fought the Valkyries. I just don't believe it was Grandfather who corrupted them, or that he caused the desolation in Midgard, or that he had all the giants killed. Am I missing anything?
Lots actually.
Well, what other heinous crimes has my grandfather committed?
Let's see. He decimated Vanaheim, tortured Tyr, murdered Groa, murdered Ymir. Goes on and on.
Interesting. And where'd you hear all this?
Freya and Mimir told me.
Oh, so his traitorous ex-wife and a bitter former advisor. Got it.
Look, you don't believe me, but...
No, I don't. Either you're full of crap, or you're a hypocrite for helping him. Can we just focus on the mission? Well, there's a big hole up there now. Could be our way around.
I got this.
Uh-huh, sure you do.
Hey, we're okay, right?
I guess. Maybe our families are just meant to be enemies.
Well, not us. I don't believe that. What I do believe is that you'll make a great Valkyrie. I'll tell your mom the same thing, even if she scares the life out of me.
Wow. Thanks. Now, we have a masterpiece to find.
Hidden one's easy. Getting good at shooting is the hard part.
Maybe you can show me. I'll be the first Valkyrie archer.
Deal.
It fell through the floor!
Could be our way up. Let's head back down and find out.
What's the mask say?
So, the mask's pull is a little weird with all these buildings in the way, but I think we're going the right way.
You think? Wait, so this way?
Sure.
Are you messing with me? I need this to go well. I need my family to see what I can do.
I know. We both do.
So, I talk about my mom a lot. What's your dad like?
He's intense. Like he's trying to force me into this mold. But I'm not sure that's me.
Oof. Well, I know exactly what that's like.
Thing is, I don't know what I want.
Whoa!
Wow. The rush. Does it ever go away?
No, it doesn't.
Mom's gonna have a real tough time keeping me in Asgard after this. Which way?
The mask showed it was straight ahead earlier, but of course the way's blocked.
Maybe they're trying to keep people out. Or something in. Sweet!
So, how'd you know you wanted to be a Valkyrie?
I didn't always. After a bad fight with Mom, I snuck out and found them training. Somehow every movement they made had such purpose, like they knew exactly where they needed to be. And in that moment, so did I.
So I definitely mentioned this a couple of videos ago, but I wanted to kind of pull the quote from the Poetic Edda. So Thrud is indeed the daughter of Thor and of Sif. And in addition to this, there's indication that Thrud was also the name of a Valkyrie. So I really like what they're doing here in terms of kind of bringing both of these stories together. The Thrud that's the daughter of Thor, there's not a lot that's known about her. And so I like that they're sort of filling in the narrative gaps in this particular way. So the poem that's called Grimnismal, or the Sayings of Grimnir, in which Odin, I've mentioned this one before, he goes to test out his foster son in disguise, of course. His foster son doesn't recognize him. He's put to the flames, and while he's being put to the flames, he kind of recites all of this like really important knowledge about various parts of the cosmos, about the history of the world, some stuff about Ragnarok as well. And in one of the stanzas, he talks about the Valkyries who serve the Einherjar in Valhalla. And this is in stanza 36. He says, Hrist and Mist, I wish would bear a horn to me. Skeggjald and Skuggle, Hild and Thrud. Hluk and Herfjötur, Gull and Ger-Olul. Rangriv and Ravgriv and Regenleif. They bear ale to the Einherjar. So, Valkyrie and daughter of Thor, both together in this retelling.
As I was saying, seeing the Valkyries fight, all strength and style, no apologies, it gave me clarity. For the first time I saw my path forward,
Too bad giants have to follow prophecy.
who cares? Make your own path, just like we've been doing here.
Ingrid, was I too rude about her grandfather? She should know the truth, right? Yeah, guess so.
Hey, you talking to me?
No. Just talking to Ingrid.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting. All right, the path's open. Let's go.
Whoa, the mask is freaking out. We must be close. What was that?
Don't look at me. You're the one who's been here before.
It's probably nothing.
Doesn't sound like nothing. Yep. We gotta get out of here.
The mask. We're so close. Besides, I don't think it's dangerous.
Are we looking at the same thing? Maybe he's locked up for a good reason.
I can feel what he's feeling. It's a giant thing. Look, he just wants to be free. The peace must be behind him. Trust me.
All right, let's start with the lock not near its teeth.
There we go.
Heavy sleeper. Let's do the next. All right. There.
This Garm?
Looks like there was another one under his foot.
Look out! You're welcome, mangy mutt.
Let's look in the chamber he was guarding.
Garm is the Hellhound, or Garmer. So I'm wondering if that was him.
A dead end? Please tell me it's down in the water or something.
There's... How? It's not responding anymore. This has never happened.
But you said trust you. And we let that thing loose. Grandfather's gonna kill me. We gotta get out of here, come on.
Thrud, wait up.
Maybe we missed it. Maybe it's back here somewhere.
Thrud. It's gonna be okay.
How can you say that? I shouldn't have listened to you.
Look, if I made a mistake, I'll fix it. I can find the piece.
You absolute, unqualified moron! You know that thing tears holes between realms, right? Well, I suppose I should expect nothing less from half-breeds.
Don't call me a half...
I will call you whatever I like, Junior.
Leave him alone. It was a mistake.
No! The mistake was allowing you to think that you were ready. You helped him, didn't you? What side are you on anyway? Guppy.
Try me and find out.
Oh. And what are you going to do exactly? You see, everyone takes it easy on you because they are afraid of your father. I am not. That fat, drunken, utter piece of trash! Hey!
Again!
Yes, yes, the dumb does not fall far from the tree. Very well, then. Give me your best shot. You have a lot to learn, little girl. Starting with who your family is and who it is not.
Just wait until I'm a Valkyrie.
Oh. You really believed the Allfather would allow that to happen? Please do not let this little weasel feed your delusions any longer.
Enough!
So close.
Stop! He just wants to make you mad.
Yeah? Well, it worked.
Well, you toddlers are boring. If you are finished throwing your little tantrum, we should go now. Because I cannot wait to watch you explain this mess to the Allfather. Oh, it's going to be glorious. Hugin! Damn, he's not here. Let's check his study. Oh, boy, is he going to lose it.
Father will have my back.
After the Allfather sent him away sulking with his tail between his legs? Doubtful. And you, Loki of the Jotnar. I am haunted by your incompetence. It keeps me up at night.
Whatever.
No, seriously, I find the hues and shades of your shortcomings almost moving. If we could only somehow harness your uselessness, we could fuel this entire city.
Fine. It's all on me. Just leave her out of it.
I don't need your help, Loki.
Sorry.
Save it for the Allfather.
We have a lot to discuss.
Loki, I'll meet you in your room when I'm finished here. Shouldn't be long.
Okay.
My mission went quite well, Allfather. Secured the items discussed. The mask, on the other hand, well.
I know you're listening, Loki. I won't be but a moment. Go away.
Need that dense.
Thanks a lot.
Thrud,
I don't want to hear it. Everything was fine until you showed up.
I'll make it up to you. I swear.
I don't really want to talk right now.
What did you think would happen? She hates me, Thor. You can't keep undermining me like that. Training her behind my back?
She's gonna do what she wants. Wouldn't you rather I at least help? Know where she's going, keep her safe?
No, I'd rather us be a team. I'd like you to back me up for once. You're ruining what little relationship I have left with her.
I'm doing the best I can to keep this family together.
If that were true, you'd stand up to your father for once in your life.
You're right.
Honey.
No. You're right. What kind of example am I setting? Seems the only thing I can do right these days is destroy everything around me.
We just We need you here. I need you. I can't do this by myself.
I really messed up. Times like this, I really miss home. Ingrid, did you have a home? Before you came here? Someone who took care of you? That sounds like a yes. Maybe I could help you find them without, you know, screwing it up. Sound like a plan?
May I come in? I heard what Heimdall had to say. I'd like to hear it from you. What happened?
It wasn't there. I was wrong.
Well, we all make mistakes, son. But freeing Garm, that was a big one. Chaos is already spilling out into the other realms. We're safe here in Asgard, but everywhere else.
I think I want to go home now.
Okay, if that's what you want. I meant it when I said you're not a prisoner here. It's your choice. Go, clear your mind. I know you'll be back. But before you go, I'll need the mask back. It's not that I don't trust you, you understand? It's the company you keep. Oh, and Ingrid?
Please, need to go.
Loki, when you do decide you're ready to continue our work here, Hugin will be waiting for you in your old home. You screwed up. Doesn't change the fact that you're welcome here. Oh, and say hi to Mimir for me.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to be back.
I'll talk more about this.
If you're staying, you might be waiting a while.
Yeah, I was like 99% sure that that was Garm or Garmr, as he's called in Old Norse. And I just wanted to point out that within the context of Norse mythology, Garmr getting free is a really important sign that Ragnarok is impending. I'll read here a stanza from the Seeress's prophecy or Völuspá, which is that poem in which Odin goes and awakens a prophetess or a seeress in order to obtain more information about Ragnarok and basically kind of confirm what he already knows. And here is what she tells us regarding Garmr. Garm bays loudly before Gnipa cave or Gnipa Heklir. The fetter will break and the ravener run free. Much wisdom she knows. I see further ahead to the mighty doom of the gods, Ragnarok, of the victory gods. So I just wanted to point that out. There's other attestations of Garmr, but I particularly like the one in the Seeress's prophecy. So yeah, very cool that there is this kind of faithfulness to the source material in terms of the various signs of Ragnarok. So we've already had Fimbulvetr, and now we're having the releasing of Garmr from its fetters in this particular rendering by Loki and by Thrud. So yeah. master manipulation by Odin, in terms of knowing that he's going to make Atreus slash Loki leave things behind that he'll absolutely come back for. I want to keep going. I want to keep watching. And likely it won't be that long until I do, in fact, react to the next episode because I'm absolutely dying to see the reunion between Kratos and Atreus. And I want to hear what both tells the other, what Atreus holds back, and basically how things unfold from here. I think I have like 8 or 9 more videos to go, so we are getting there, but there is quite a lot more material to cover, and I know that things just keep getting better and better. The storyline is really amazing. So yeah, let me know as always if you have any comments. I'll do my best to address them in the chat. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Cleansed and Fire for this wonderful gameplay. Thank you to Santa Monica Studios again for all of the wonderful things you sent me and for creating such an amazing game. I'm really enjoying it and I can't wait to see what happens next. So we'll see you next time.